Question number 131. Growth cannot be considered as defining property of living organisms because growth is restricted to multicellular organisms only. No. Growth is seen in all living organisms, be they multicellular or unicellular. Some kind of growth is also seen in the non-living objects. Yes, this is correct. Third, in unicellular organisms, reproduction is synonymous with growth. This statement is correct, but this is not the reason why growth cannot be considered as the defining property of living organisms. Fourth, in living organisms, only intrinsic growth occurs. Again, this statement is correct, but this is not the correct explanation of the question. So the correct option for the given question is option number 2. Let's move to the next question. Question number 132. Identify the correct statement from the following. Metabolism can occur in non-living objects too. No. Metabolism is the defining property of the living organisms. It cannot take place in the non-living objects. B. Self-consciousness is defining property of living organisms. No. Self-consciousness is seen only in the humans, so it is not the defining property of living organisms. C. All living organisms are linked together by sharing a common genetic material. Yes, it is true. We all have DNA as the genetic material. D. Some living organisms do not reproduce at all. Yes, it is also correct that some living organisms cannot reproduce at all. For examples, some infertile couples, mules, worker honeybees, they cannot reproduce at all. So C and D are correct statements. So the correct option for the given question is option number 2. Let's move to the next question. Question number 133. 4 scientific names of organisms are given below. Which one is printed correctly? The scientific name should consist of 2 words, generic name and the specific epithet. Both the names should be in italics if they are printed and should be underlined separately if they are handwritten. Here, Triticum and Aestivum, they are not in italics. Solanum melongena, again melongena is not in italics. Rosa indica, here the specific epithet starts with a capital letter, which is not the correct way of writing the scientific name. Allium cepa, yes. Why? Because allium and cepa both are in italics and the specific epithet starts with the small letter. So the correct option for the given question is option number 1. Let's move to the next question. Question number 134. Wheat and brinjal are placed in the same. Wheat is a monocot, brinjal is a dicot. Both belong to the different families. Wheat to the Poaceae, brinjal to the Solanaceae. So the division for both is same, that is angiospermae. So the correct option for the given question is option number 4. Let's move to the next question. Question number 135. Dash are ex situ conservation strategy of plants and dash are generally analytical in nature. Keys are generally analytical in nature and botanical gardens are ex situ conservation strategy of plants. So the correct option for the given question is option number 1. I hope you have got all the answers of your questions. All the best for your next AIATS. Till then, keep learning, keep studying.